155-mile-per-hour winds. Hurricane Dorian, one of the strongest storms to ever form in the Atlantic Ocean, is slowly spinning towards the east coast. The damage is already catastrophic in the Bahamas. Florida is expected to get hit next, and the latest tracks show the Category 4 hurricane has a path headed for the Carolinas. The mandatory evacuations have been called for in 8 counties along the South Carolina coast. Colleton, Beaufort, Jasper, Charleston, Dorchester, Berkeley, Georgetown, and Horry counties are all under the order. And within the hour, all lanes of eastbound Interstate 26 were reversed in the low country. That means all lanes of I-26 are heading westbound from Charleston to Columbia so people can get away from the coast. This is a live look from mile marker 212, not very far from right there in downtown Charleston. You can see again, traffic is heading in all directions westbound. Those are the normal westbound lanes. These are the eastbound lanes. They've been reversed as well, so drivers can also use those to get away. Now, we have team coverage for you right now on the impact that Dorian is already having in the Carolinas. 7 News reporter Georgia Reed Godfrey is live where the lanes of 26 split back off near the I-77 exchange south of Columbia. We'll get to her in a moment, but first, let's get the latest on Dorian's path from Storm Team 7 meteorologist Jackie Brown. Jackie.
All right, thanks so much, Fred. Well, we have the latest data from the National Hurricane Center, and there's Dorian right now. Category 4, 155 miles per hour winds. Now, just because it's gone down to a Category 4, it is still extremely dangerous, and it's going to ride extremely close to Florida's coast. So still slow moving, and it's going to continue to move west-northwest at about 1 mile per hour, and then that continues through, and it starts reaching the Carolinas. That's by about Thursday, 8 a.m. And the thing with these winds, they can travel very outward to about 100+ miles if it's tropical storm force wind, and those hurricane force winds can travel outward of 30 miles. So it's still a very dangerous situation in our area. Tropical storm force winds likely along the coastal Carolinas. Hurricane force winds are possible. The dangerous storm surge, the very heavy rainfall and flooding locally, little impact on the upstate as of right now. But if the track moves any bit to the west, that possible impact is there. So we continue to monitor that. Currently, we're seeing those temperatures right now in the upstate and in the mountains in the 70s and the 80s. So we've actually got nice weather here. And Fred, that's what kind of is tricking people right now. You know, there's a lot going on outside of this area as we do continue to track that. Again, it's dropped to a Category 4, but it's still extremely dangerous, you know, and I've seen some of that footage from the Bahamas. Just scary, scary stuff. Some of the key factors with this, again, there's a high pressure system that has kind of, it's broke up. And so once that redevelops, that's actually what's steering this. So that is what's going to continue to make it move. And once that redevelops, that high pressure system that's helping to steer it, that's when we can see possibly the same track or possibly a little shift. But regardless, it's still going to ride dangerously close to Florida's coast and the Carolinas coast. That's
right. And we're only talking a handful of miles per hour below being Cat 5 right now. It's such a...
Exactly.
It's basically the same thing. And this thing is moving at 1 mile an hour.
That's what's making this so dangerous right now in the northern Bahamas as it continues to just bring the heavy rain, the flooding, obviously dangerous situation in the Bahamas right now. And I mean, we can walk obviously faster than 1 mile per hour. So it's just continuously just pounding down right now because it's so slow moving. And so once that track shifts, again, the latest update, still a very similar track to what it has been. So that means we continue to watch the coast because the Carolina coast obviously can see the storm surge, the flooding, and the tropical storm force winds likely along the coast as of right now. All right, Jackie, we'll get back with you in just a moment. Now let's get back to those lane reversals. They have started on I-26. 7 News' Georgia Reed Godfrey is live south of Columbia near the interchange between 26 and Interstate 77. And Georgia Reed, those reversals started about an hour ago.
That's right. In fact, one of the highway patrol, I guess you would call it a lead car, headed out towards Charleston early this morning, blocking those exits as they pass them. In fact, you can see one of them here behind us. The entry ramp heading to I-26 east on towards Charleston, already blocked off. That's because it is past 12 o'clock and those mandatory evacuations have already went into place. This is a much different scene than we saw on Friday when the state was operating at OPCON level 3, which is the normal operating condition. Emergency management has now moved to OPCON level 1, which means all hands hands on deck. Before this point, it was a watching and waiting game, but now we're starting to see some of those plans put into action. Majority, if not all of the state agencies participate in some way in the preparation, response, and recovery efforts for natural disasters, and Hurricane Dorian is no different. Department of Transportation, Department of Natural Resources, and Department of Public Safety are just a few of those agencies that have already sent personnel and resources to areas like Charleston County, where we expect to see the biggest impact from this storm. Now, I spoke to Director Kim Stinson, who says evacuation orders and making sure residents follow those are crucial when it comes to responding to a hurricane.
One of the things for Florence and also for Matthew is that the civilian compliance rates in terms of the evacuated zones was 50 and 60%. So we did, I think, better during Florence, but it's very important for people to evacuate when we ask them to evacuate, either at the state level with the governor or at the local level as well. So we want to ensure that there's no lost lives or casualties as a part of this storm or any storm coming in.
And to reiterate, 8 counties along the coast have been ordered to evacuate, so we can expect to see an influx of traffic here in the Columbia area as those evacuations get underway and people start making their way on the roads. We also expect another press conference with the governor this afternoon. Of course, we will bring you the latest once that takes place, but for now, I'm going ahead and send it back to you in the studio. Live in West Columbia, Georgia Godfrey, 7 News.
Georgia, thank you. Duke Energy is urging customers to get ready for the storm and the power outages that may come with it. The company says make sure to stay away from fallen power lines and report any down lines to authorities. Duke says even this far from the coast, it may be wise to make an emergency supply kit. That should include enough bottled water for several days, plus food and first aid. Right now, we have a 7 News crew headed down to the coast ahead of the arrival of Hurricane Dorian. Stephanie Borman will be live in Charleston beginning on 7 News Live at 5 and throughout the evening. Now, our continuing coverage of Hurricane Dorian. Take a look from space at just how massive this storm is. It stretches hundreds of miles across the Atlantic. Now that storm is approaching Daytona Beach. Hillary Lane has been talking to people who are bracing for Dorian.
Hurricane Dorian is slamming the northern Bahamas. The powerful storm made landfall in the Abaco Islands Sunday as a Category 5 hurricane, packing winds of 185 miles an hour.
We need help, everything down.
Storm surges topping 18 feet submerged entire neighborhoods. Local media reports an 8-year-old boy drowned as his family tried to find shelter. This video comes from inside Dorian, which is still expected to turn north and avoid a head-on collision with Florida. But authorities caution the storm could still impact thousands of people along the entire coast of Florida.
Our East Coast certainly is within the cone still, and people need to remain vigilant. If you're ordered to evacuate, you need to do that.
Here in Daytona Beach, a mandatory evacuation order is in effect, but not everyone is leaving. Anton Wallace grew up in Ohio.
I'm very nervous. I've never been through this before. Like, I'm used to the snow, and now I'm coming down here and got hurricanes, so yeah, I kind of miss home right now.
Forecasters say it's possible that Dorian runs parallel to the Atlantic coast for days, but they caution just the slightest shift to the west could mean landfall. Hillary Lane, CBS News, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Of course, we'll be continuing to track Hurricane Dorian's path throughout the newscast and throughout the day. We'll have live reports from across the Carolinas and the country beginning on 7 News Live at 5, and you can always find the latest on WSPA.com.